Guys, before we start this video, I just want to say big thanks to my 130 subscribers. I know I just started this YouTube stuff like I think 4 months ago, and here we are. I already have like 2k views on a particular video. I'm really amazed. Like, I don't know where this is coming from, man. I'm really appreciative about this, and you're liking the videos, supporting me with nice comments, and also those hitting me up on Instagram to support and even trying to encourage me in all sorts of ways. I'm really appreciative about all that stuff. I love you guys so much. And if you are new to my channel, this is your first time of being here, join the family, subscribe, and I'm going to be hitting you guys up with a lot of nice tips on drawing, time-lapse, food tutorials, and a lot of art stuff. Just in case you're an art person or maybe you are trying to learn art, just subscribe and follow us on the journey, man. Let's go. Alright guys, today we're going to be having another full-time tutorial on how to cartoon yourself on Procreate. So I've really not done any video for a while now because I've been busy with a lot of stuff. So I'm back today. So I'm going to be making a full-time tutorial on how to cartoon yourself. I'm going to show you guys how you can basically select the right skin colors, that is your base color for your skins, and make your outlines much better. So let's start from the basics here. How to create a canvas size, which is really easy. Just select the plus icon on the top corner of the screen here. Plus icon. I usually use a bigger canvas size, 4000 by 4000 pixels. If you haven't set your canvas size, you can tap on the plus icon next to the new canvas. That's this. When you tap on that, you can set your canvas size on whatever you prefer using, pixels, inches, centimeters, millimeters, whatever. So I usually use pixels, which I set to 4000 by 4000 pixels. Then click on create whenever you're done. Put in the figures here. So mine is already set down here, so I'm going to use this. So you're just going to tap on the wrench tool next to the gallery here, the wrench tool, then add a photo. Insert a photo here. I'm going to be using this. So I'm just going to increase my picture size to match with the canvas here. So I'm going to crop these white edges out of the picture. That's what I always do before I start my artworks. I always crop the picture first so there will be no white edge. When I'm on mobile or when I'm on Procreate here on the iPad, I do the same. I usually draw the same processes, just like mobile. So I'm going to tap on 2 fingers on my layer to reduce the opacity first, the opacity of the picture layer. Then create a new layer above it. So we normally don't draw on the picture layer, because when you draw on the picture layer, I've said this like countless times, I don't know if you guys still need to hear it. So when you draw in the picture layer, like, and you want to kind of erase what you drew, you end up erasing the picture itself. It's an eraser. You end up erasing the picture itself because you draw in the picture layer. So, and also when you draw your picture layer, then like, where are you going to paint? You can't paint your work because your outline is on the picture. So that's why we draw on a new layer, which is above the picture layer. So now when you draw here, I can actually create a layer underneath the outline layer and do my painting on this layer. So whatever painting I'm doing on this layer now is underneath the outline. The outline is on top, the painting is under. If I take this upwards, you see the painting is actually above the outline. So that's what's that about layers. So on Procreate, there's actually a tool where you can easily fill up a fill tool, like where, like, normally on these drawing applications, when you want to fill up stuff, you got to draw up a line and make sure the line is completely covered. That's one of the things. You have to make your line completely covered. So when you want to fill up, you can pick up your color and just drop the ink in there to fill it up. So on Procreate, you can actually make your fill colors on a different layer. So what you have to do is just make the outline layer, a reference that you can fill up on a different layer for your painting. Alright, so let's first do the outline, then I'll explain further on why you need this much explanation on what this is. So draw a new layer using black. So my outlines, I always say this, on my outlines I always draw out the outer parts of the outline first. I don't draw anything into the outline, I mainly draw the outer parts of the outline. You can see my outline, I'm just tracing the outer parts first. I'm not doing any inner stuff, just the outer parts. And I'm using a thick brush size for the outer parts. And you guys must have asked if I do increase my brush size while I'm drawing, and reduce it when I'm drawing some other parts. I'm actually using the pressure brush on Procreate. Procreate allows use of pressure brush. So the pressure brush now, you can, the more the pressure you add to your iPad, the thicker the brush size will be, the less the pressure, the lighter the brush size will be. So that's what that's about. You can see how neat this is looking. I took my time to draw the outer part, and also when I'm drawing the outer parts of my outlines, I use the technical pen. I think I've shown you guys this in my previous videos, and I set my streamlining up to 50%. What streamlining does, it makes your outline like smoother than the original outline like this. When it's set to 0, the outline won't be that smooth, but when you set it up to maybe 100%, you can see how smooth your outline looks. So I just set my up to 50% just so I can see a little bit of free flow on my work. So that's what I do there. Then we're drawing the inner parts of the picture right now. So first I'm going to draw in this picture, I'm going to draw the hair first. I'm just going to cover up the hair right now. If I don't finish up the hair right now, I can't really do the shirt, so I have to draw the hair first. So now I've done some parts of the hair right now, so I'm just going to do shape details. I know some of you have asked me if, like, how do you know where to draw on the shirt? So you don't necessarily have to draw every single line on the shirt, that is every single fold on the shirt, like not necessarily all the folds you have to put on your outline. You can just put some of the basic folds, some of the main folds of the shirts on your outline, not necessarily everything. The main folds, like this, which is really obvious, this on the neck here, this over here, and if I like, I can make this. And the tinier the detail, I'm kind of making my brush size kind of tinier. I think you noticed that. So my style is usually I draw my inner details. I will use my brush size while drawing the inner details of my work. I'm just checking out what I'm doing, if it's neat. Yeah, and it's neat right now, so I'm gonna try to finish up the hair. As you can see right now, I'm just drawing the outer parts of the hair for now. I'm not going down with detailing these inner parts first. I just want to finish up the outer parts and know how it looks like first. Then as time goes on into the art, we start figuring out how we're going to manipulate or maneuver the other parts of the hair. So that's how I make my drawings. You can't really know how you're going to do everything at the start of it. Just get into the art, and the more you get deep to the drawing, the more you realize how you're going to make some other parts look like, or you're going to go about drawing some other parts. Everywhere is completely covered, so the face is usually the last part of the picture I draw. Just going to add in some details of the hair right now. That's the spacing in between these hair parts here. Her hair is kind of complicated for me because I'm not really a fan of drawing this type of hair. What I usually draw is more of straight kind of hair. So what I'll do for her hair right now, there's basically no particular pattern of drawing hair. You just have to figure out your art style. So I'm just putting in some of the details of the curves here. It's not really exact, so I'm just putting in my details here. Some of the curves I'm seeing on here, I'm just kind of putting in these details. Whoa! There's actually a lot of curves on her hair. So I'm gonna leave this hair like this right now. So whenever I'm about to paint this, I'm gonna add in the rest details of the hair. Oh, this is really, really complicated right now. I'm gonna finish up the hair with the painting here. So there are some dark parts of her face here. I don't know if I should make this shading with my outline or I should paint it. Let's just see how this looks like this way. Yeah, not bad. Alright, let's head into drawing her face details right now. So for her eyebrows, I usually draw my eyebrows like sketching like this. You know how we count while we are in nursery? That's how I draw eyebrows, like just counting strings of hair, pretty straight strings of hair like this. Then I kind of draw more strings to merge them up together. And I don't draw my strings of hair like straight like this. It's actually kind of curved. I know you guys can see that. It's actually kind of curved like this. That's how I'm drawing my strings of hair. I don't know if you guys will need to see it while I'm holding my pen doing this. So let's check out how this looks like. You see, it doesn't look that bad. It looks quite alright. You just use strings to finish up the eyebrows. So I'm going to do the same for the other eyebrows, starting with a light kind of string. So what I usually do for the beginning of the eyebrows, I usually use less pressure to draw the beginning part. Then I add in more pressure as I'm going into the eyebrow. And I'm starting the string from the bottom to the top. Then I can like blend it in with my brush. You won't expect your skills to get perfect at once. It's actually practicing. By the time you keep practicing this stuff, you get a hang of it. I actually feel this eyebrow isn't really that correct. I don't know. It doesn't look correct to me. Anyways, not bad either. So I'm drawing an eyelid with, I usually start the ending part to a lighter pressure, adding a little pressure in the middle, then lighter pressure at the end. So that's the stuff about the pressure brush. I usually like using brushes with sharp points, sharp edges, pointy edge, yeah, because you can actually make a pointy edge in the beginning, make it thicker, make it pointy. So that's why I'm using brushes with this kind of feature here. So for my eyes, do I draw eyes? People have asked how I draw my eyes, and I've been trying to explain this as clear as I can. I don't know how clear I can explain this. I draw my eyes like an anime kind of eyes. I usually start from the front part of the eyes here, and then I'm going to draw out this part. I usually make the end of the eyelash kind of pointy, then make the middle part thick. So you can see there's actually eyelash going on down here. So what I'm going to do for that bottom part is I'm going to like just fill it up once like this. I always make sure the edge of my eyelash is pointy. That's my own style. So for the bottom part, I also start by making the edge of the other side. Then I do not connect these parts of the eyebrows together. I do not connect it together. So that's my style. I usually leave a space in between both and I check out what I'm doing. So it looks good for now. Let's finish up the other eyebrow, the other eyelash. So I'm doing the same here. Alright, so for the pupils, I usually just draw 2 lines on both sides. I do not draw it line straight like this. So I actually follow up the actual pupils and draw it like this. Then if I want to, I can as well add that to the eyes, even if it's not visible, just for the effect, right? It's a cartoon, we're going to add in stuff. We're adding stuff to make the difference, make it look much attractive. Alright, so I'm drawing nose. I usually don't draw my nose like all the way, like a complete stuff there. So I just draw the bottom edge and the nostrils. I'll just make it kind of round like this. Then draw out these points here. Then fill up the nostrils a bit. So same goes for the other side. So I'm going to make this like this. Sorry. Like this. And fill it up. Then for the other edge, I'm just going to put a line there, a curvy line, to represent this here. Let's check this out again. Looks correct. So for the lips, I just start off my lips from the middle part, just like this, going around upwards here. So next thing I'll do is to draw the bottom lip, which I draw just the same way I draw eyelids, starting the edge with a tiny pressure, then the middle part looks thicker, then here looks lighter. That's what I do. Then I can make this like this. If you don't use a pressure brush, you can as well use a tapered ink brush, because that works. It's an automatic brush that has this pointy tips, pointy edges. So for the upper lip, I just put in this top there like that. So what the deal is, I actually check out what I'm doing whenever I add in some new details which I'm not confident of. I always check out what I'm doing to see how my work is looking like. So right now I'm not really satisfied with how that looks. I think I'm going to fill up this top like this. Let's see how this looks. Okay, let's try filling up the bottom too a little bit. Let's check this out again. Well, I don't know right now, but I'm not going to leave it this way. I'm going to go with it this way. So yeah, the outline looks alright. So if you could actually follow these steps on doing your outline is going to look probably as good as this, as long as you practice it. Yeah, so you don't really have to have, you must not be an expert in drawing to be able to trace these pictures. But actually, if you're an artist normal, you can draw on paper. It will kind of be easier for you to do this stuff, to cartoon yourself on iPad or mobile. It's gonna be easy for you. But if you are not, if you have no idea of how to draw normally and you want to learn this stuff, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's gonna be a lot of stress. So anyway, determination hits, you know. Alright, so I've done the outline. This is actually like a part by part video. So this is the first part, which is outlining. I'll be doing the painting in the next video. Well, if you enjoyed this, leave a like, because that's actually a way of supporting me too here. Alright, see you guys in the next video here. Peace.